Hi, hello everybody, welcome back to PIL X. Tonight's match is BWAE versus BIZZ. This one is going to be casted by me and me alone on this empty desk of mine. My co-caster, Gretchen, normally, she's actually going to be playing, so we're gonna be watching her do some LA gameplay tonight. Let's go ahead and actually look at our rosters, in fact, and we can go down exactly who these two teams are. Although you probably do recognize the names already at this point. So, starting off the B-Way side, we've got a lot of recognizable names. These guys are veterans of a lot of the formats, honestly, that hang around the Planet Side community. Names like Dudus, Flutus, Gru, Fraggers, Metal, lots of these very memorable names. If you just played on Emerald in general, you've probably seen these names quite a lot. And similar story with the Biz team. If you've played any competitive or seen any competitive, you probably recognize this team as the Hood/BHOT team, now called the Biz team, as they have also coagulated in with the ZZZ team at one point. So we've got lots and lots of incredibly powerful names here, like James, San, Liddy, Dirtle, Alpha, DF, Karauti, Flare, Rag, Batty, Ryan, Zyros, Booba, Gretchen, of course, my normal co-caster, is likely to play here on this first map. And the reason why is because this first map is Paris East. Paris East, a very good map for LA. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start the prediction for you. There you go. Get that going. There we are. So Paris East, a very good map for LAs. It's expected that whoever brings their best LAs is going to have the best time. Now, that said, a lot of teams, I would say that would mean that Biz would automatically be getting the upper hand here. However, BWAE does have very strong LAs in both Dudus and supporting him Gru. If those two show up as LAs and they're doing a double LA strategy, as I imagine they probably will, and then Biz also goes in with a double LA strategy with both Liddy and Gretchen, as I imagine once again they will as well. I expect these two teams to actually be clashing quite a lot on that roof, and it's going to be quite a difficult, I would say, a difficult match up on the roof specifically. And you're going to want that roof control too, because Paris East, no matter what format, that roof is very strong. It has a lot of sight lines and just in general a lot of power coming from that area, because you can actually do quite a lot of things. And in fact, let's go right into the main screen here. We can talk a little bit about that. And we can also see, let me just grab my own thing here. We can also see who's playing. So on the top there, you'll notice the script is starting to get filled out a little bit here. For the Biz side, we do have San, Karauti, Gretchen, Liddy, Street, James, DF, and Zyros. That's not everybody, I don't believe, but that is a good amount of them, and what a strong team that is expected to be. Those are some seriously powerful names. So BWAE is they're going to be in a bit of an uphill battle on this one, just because of how strong that kind of a team looks like. For the BWAE side, we have El Ray Zero, Post Ironic, which I believe that is Dudus, or I'm sorry, not Dudus, Gru, Metal, Sad Robot, Ghoulbot, Dark Ray, Dudus, Supa, Eternal, and Fraggers. So this one, again, they're bringing out their best lineup you can get. Really good lineup that is. It's all right, just getting a little drink of water there. And it is going to be a really strong match, I believe, for BWAE. Of course, we are still talking about Biz here. But that said, Biz has, in the past anyway, they have struggled with their medic play, something that BWAE could take advantage of here, assuming that Biz is still a little rusty on their medic play. But they have very much increased their performance when it comes to the medic. So who knows what's going to happen here. If BWAE comes out swinging with really good medic play, it could really shape this game very quickly. But if Biz comes out here with as good of medic play as we've been seeing them in the tourney, but not quite as bad as the pre-tourney season, they're in for a very good match as well. So this is going to be really quite interesting. Hold on, you said team logos are wrong? Oh yeah, they don't have them on the right side. No, I'm not going to move those now, so let me just go ahead and do that. There we are. That's a little unfortunate. That's the old refs putting the names in the wrong slots. Anyway, so this is Paris East. As I was talking earlier, the roof here is going to be very, very important. For anybody that knows this map, pretty much every format, this is a very powerful building. The L shape here is, most of the time anyway, the meta building. You want to have control of this, not just bottom floor, not just second floor, but especially the roof as well, because all three floors here give you a lot of sight advantage, lots of places to peek, and then lots of places to also flank into. Say if you are BWAE, right, and the enemy team BIZ has second floor, if you are Dudas and Gru, you're going to be flanking in from the roof into balcony. You can potentially get a clear out here onto the nest window, taking a look at sandwich, and then you can actually have your team push in like that from there, as the bottom floor is going to be the only thing covered by BIZ at that point. So it's very important to have roof control. So we'll see what ends up happening here, how they actually manage to sort of counter that extremely strong BIZ team that we're looking at. And yeah, I mean, I do see you guys in chat. I know you're all expecting BIZ to be very, very dominant in this, but don't sub BWAE out just yet. You know, it's the BWAE has a lot of experience, and this whole format is kind of their bread and butter. This is something that they do on live quite a lot. This is something that they, you know, they have a lot of experience in this particular kind of format. BIZ has struggled in the past with this format. They haven't lately, but they have in the past. It just depends on how kind of rusty they're feeling right now, and just how good BWAE's feeling right now. Because it's entirely possible that BWAE could come out swinging very, very hard right out of the gates. So we are going to see just exactly what's going to happen. Going to let them know that the cast is ready. So I think actually they might have been waiting on me. So we're going to probably get started here pretty quickly. Again, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. BIZ is a very, very strong team, and this particular lineup is an incredibly strong lineup too. But you know, I gotta stress this: you can't count any team out right away just based off of lineups. This is not a 6v6. This isn't quite the scripted, you know, kills equal points kind of event. This format includes medics, and that can really change the way this sort of match can go. It's like I think we're waiting on one more NC guy. Might be Alpha. They're just getting back into the hex, and then we're gonna get started. And also, yeah, it does look like we've got our last two, or three rather, showing up. DF, Lizard, and Alpha all coming in as well. Lizard going to be playing a flex role between Heavy and LA potentially. So that's a really good pick there as well. And then of course DF, incredibly powerful, both Heavy and Bolter. And Alpha, of course, that very, very good medic and Heavy, either one they put him on. We expect also James to probably be playing medic or Heavy, probably medic, because of course you do need your medics in this. And you know, as strong as James is on Heavy, he's one of those players that can play absolutely any class and do very well on him. He's one of those very rare people that just, you know, whatever you stick him on, he's going to do extremely well. All right, looks like we are ready to go here. We're just waiting on the ref call now. Take a sip of water here while we're getting started. All right, so we're going to be getting started here on 0 in about 30 seconds.
In 30 seconds.
So I will start off by watching the BWAE side, because I think I already know what the lineup is going to look like on the BIZ side. I think I know we're probably going to see about 3 to 4 medics there on the BIZ side. Maybe a Bolter in DF, but I expect him to actually be going Heavy instead. And of course those two LAs being Gretchen and Liddy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Match start, match start.
So here we go. Let's take a look at our BWAE guys. We got 1, 2, 3. Looks like 3 medics, interestingly enough. Oh, okay, yeah, 3 medics and the rest heavies. There might be a bolter mixed in there. Can't quite tell just yet. And of course, I believe we had those 2 LAs. Let's go take a look at our first casualty. It's actually Gru going down first. Dudas here trying to get the cleanup off after that, but failing. It looks like we've got our LA coming back in on the second floor. Meanwhile, on bottom floor, this is where BWAE's trying to get the brunt of their forces in. It looks like a majority of them have gone down. Metal going down on corner here. The medics are just kind of panic running around. Who is this? Karauti. Karauti's actually going around unscathed there, taking the last player out. So Biz in control for the first opener. Here we go with DF coming around the corner. Oh, but Canadian actually takes him out there. Canadian now going into I. Can he get a second pick? He's got to be a little bit afraid of the people here looking at Sandwich. Here they go. Got to flank in on him. It's Sand taking out Canadian right there. Sand going in, getting a second kill as he goes down after that. Zyros here getting a little bit more damage off. He actually takes out El Rey 0, in fact. Zyro's now going to be peeking onto spawn there. Fraggers trying to get a little damage off on him. It does back him off a bit. BWAE now here kind of stuck on spawn, but they're not going for the alt spawn. They're instead trying to push this Sandwich as hard as they can. It might actually work there too, because they have that LA up on roof of V, and they have actually just taken bottom bottom I. Let's see if they can actually push it all the way. Oh, and they do. They pincer out the rest of the Biz team. Looks like Gretchen actually is playing medic. I thought she would be playing LA, but that must be Lizard. Lizard's playing LA instead. Lizard, Liddy, Wombo combo for LAs and Gretchen on medic. That's actually not a bad idea either. All right, looks like Gru going down up on top of Orange Crate. He's in a position where he can be res, but it's a little risky for him. Meanwhile, Biz trying to collapse a little bit in towards point. You can see the timer, by the way. 45 seconds until this is back to neutral and potentially in Biz's favor. Or, I'm sorry, BWAE's favor. BWAE now collapsed over here onto corner tree. James chasing out El Rey 0, but he's going to get dropped himself by, I believe that is Gru there. Yeah, Gru, Positronic himself. Now that is going to be Biz getting back control, but the BWAE team did actually hold them off for a little bit there while they got a couple of seconds back on it. But they do need to make a full regroup and re-push here. We've already got Gru here on top of I. Where is our guy, Dudas? I actually don't see him yet. Oh, there he is. LA Dudas, right over here. He's going to be going around over towards L. Looks like he does get a little damage off, but he's going to have to back off there. Just head up straight towards roof. I know he sees 60 hertz over there. Not going to go for him just yet. He's trying to instead deal with Liddy, which is a smart move. 60 hertz, by the way, that is Lizard. Ooh, Liddy doing battle and taking out Dudas. Now we've got BWAE still stuck over here near Sandwich. Biz has been a really, really good job at actually holding them off near Sandwich. Sand here, I think he just took a triple there, actually. Oh, but look at this. He missed a medic, and the medic's getting everybody up. Sand neglecting to check his corners. Metal goes down, trying to chase Sand out. Sand now at half shields, and he goes down to Supa, pushing him in. But the Biz team now has counter-pushed into Sandwich. And trading out fraggers, and here comes a Resnade back for BWAE. They get a little bit of a breath here. Gretchen shooting from L bottom. Can we see BWAE jumping on a point? I think we will here. Oh, Buddy goes down. That was Ghoulbot going down on point. Zyro's taking him, but Metal taking him out as well. So they're free to actually hit that point and get that cap started again. Ooh, Conknade hits both the medic and heavy over here in corner tree. Gretchen here to follow up, gets one kill. And Alpha here potentially getting the second. There he goes. Dudas also going down on spawn. Let's see over here. I think that is Gru. Oh, Gru does go up and takes out Liddy. Gonna head all the way to roof using the Icarus. Very, very quick ability to get up to that roof. He is now low shield, and Liddy's gonna take advantage of that. Takes him out right away. Now BWAE is once again back on the back pedal here. They are looking like they want to use the V shape, I think, for their push. I see one of them already gone down, Canadian as well. So I guess that push might be already dead here, but it looks like I building might have a little bit more of a chance. They are somewhat successful in taking that. Don't see anybody pushing him on the other side, so they're gonna hit from Sandwich over to Corner Tree. Fraggers gets him some damage. He gets Sam, but he trades him out instead. El Rey Zero trying to get another kill as well. Metal goes down. Dudas Flutus trying to follow up, but he also goes down. This is just a bit of a slug match here in the Corner Tree, but with the amount of crossfire that BWAE can get on that, that means that is likely going to be a BWAE wipe there on Corner Tree. It looks like that is exactly what happened here eventually. Ghoulbot finally going down as well, meaning that everybody is dead. Dudas Flutus now trying to lead his team towards the, looks like top section here of Paris. Cognate does go out, hits Supa and Canadian, both of them going down. Dark Ray as well. Karate here on that angle. And DF on the other side takes out El Rey. Ghoulbot here just trying to keep people off of him. Right now, it's a lot of pressure that BWAE is just applying to BWAE right now. BWAE is just, they're kings of this sort of lockdown strategy. They're very, very good at this. Where when they get you stuck up on your spawn like this, they're gonna just lock you out of the game, and that is exactly what you're seeing here. BWAE getting a resonate out, doing a little bit of pushing here, and it is actually helping a little bit. They've got some momentum now, taking eye. Gru here taking out the last player outside of eye. He's pushing right inside as well of L building. He's taking Cubby. And he saw James there, but he's not going to go for him. He goes down instead. Canadian trying to do a little damage onto James. Is he going to chase him? I think he must have got the spot on him. He knows he's down there. Oh, but he goes down trying to chase out James. DF doing a little bit of damage. He takes out Supa. And a drop down here by Dudas actually trades out with Street Scum. Again, James just not going down. Despite everybody getting spots and damage off on him, he just refuses to die. Zyros here now pushing up onto spawn. James right behind him because BWAE once again has actually gotten another bit of momentum here and started the lockdown yet again. James does take out Ghoulbot. He's going to get the res off on Zyros. Here comes, is that Robot there? Yeah, Robot coming up on the stairwell ult spawn. Zyros here to try and push out Eye. Doing a little damage to Dudas, but not enough. Dudas instead going to come around. Oh, and he takes out DF. Heading on up to roof. See if he can do any more damage. He needs to hit that point, and he's doing it, in fact. Oh, but he goes down. That's actually, I think that was Gru there. Going down, attempting to push from Eye. BWAE team, it's about time for them to do a desperation push here. Only 12 seconds left on this cap before BWAE actually potentially takes it. 7 seconds, and most of the BWAE members have actually collapsed on the point to make sure this goes through all the way. They want to make this a quick match, it seems like. There it goes. First half going to the BWAE team. That is a solid cap as well. Let's go right into our stats. See what we're looking at here. All right, for the BWAE team, we have 152 kills. For the BWAE team, 104, a difference of about 50 kills in favor of BWAE. Kind of on par for the course, honestly, what you would expect from the winning side. Nothing too crazy there. As well as if you look at the individuals, let's see here, we got 22 kills by both Zyros and Sand for tying top frag of the game right now. And the medics actually did pretty decently as well. Both Alpha and James going double digits. Alpha actually going 16 and 9 as well. Quite good. Street Scum and Gretchen going a little bit less, but it doesn't matter too much as they are playing the medic role. It's very, very important for the reses more than it is about the kills. And you can see with their reses given, 16 and 9, both of them doing a good job there. Lizard and Liddy on the roof, 16 and 11 respectfully. Quite good, I would say. That's really a good, solid strength from the LA game right now. And then, of course, all of your heavies doing a pretty decent job. BWAE, on the other hand, we've got 4 of the heavies. Let me see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we might be missing one on the script, unfortunately. They must have forgot to get him on the thing, maybe? I'm not actually sure what's going on there. Am I just counting wrong? No, that's right. Yeah, it's only 9. That's a little weird, but either way, though. The LAs, looks like 12 and 12 each, both from Dudas and Gru, though I will say that Dudas' survivability a little bit higher. He's having a little bit of an easier time, but I think we saw Gru most of the time on a different angle. Dudas, I think, most of the time going on L, I believe, anyway, that's what it seemed like. And then we also have the 3 medics there, not doing too terribly of a job. 2 of them with double digits, 1 with 7 kills. The rest of the heavies struggling a little bit, but that's expected. This is the BIZZ team, after all. They're very, very good players. So they're doing their best, and they're actually doing not too terribly bad at all. We got Canadian here at 18 kills, Fraggers at 14, Supa and Ghoulbot at 10 and 11 respectively as well. Not too terribly bad at all. And look at Ghoulbot's capture ticks as well. He was really making sure he could at least stall that point a little bit. So he did a good job there. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I do believe we're not going to be seeing any subs here. So we're probably going to be sticking with this for right now. All right, so let's go and look at the reses as well next. 51 and 52, both teams, pretty equal in reses. Kind of, for the BIZZ team, it's expected that those reses aren't really going to be too high, as they are mostly just aggressively pushing onto spawn. And what that usually means is that either the medics are too far back to be able to get the reses off, or everybody's just too together there that they're not really going to die anyway. It's a bit of a death ball on spawn, so it's very, very difficult to counter that. But at the same time, and you can see they're reflected through the stats there, they're doing really good on kills. But it is hard to get reses off in that particular scenario. For BWAE, they were having the opposite problem where they were trying to push out. They were all together, and the reses were coming, but it's just really hard to sort of keep those keep your guys up when you're getting pushed all the way onto your spawn. A lot of times you're going to go down yourself as the medic. So they're doing the best though. So we're going to keep seeing if maybe they can counter it with some kind of a strategy here. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's go ahead and put this into the in-game screen.
Match starts in 60 seconds.
So we're going to be starting here in 1 minute. Once again, we're going to be taking a look at the BWAE side. I want to see if any changes happen with squad comp. Was it metal that couldn't be picked?
Match starts in 30 seconds.
That's interesting. I believe the BIZZ team is a Briggs only outfits. They really only play on Briggs. Sometimes Genudyne though. They're one or the other.
Match starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Match start. Match start.
All right.
Start. Whatever.
Okay, so of course we have our double LAs going in. That's going to be Dudas and Gru. See our medics here. Looks like 1, 2, 3 still. So not changing up our squad comp at all. We're going to see if they can counter that super strong kill power from the BIZZ team by doing anything kind of wacky, a little strange even. We do have, it looks like, both Gru and Dudas here on roof, which is a really good spot to do a flank in from balcony. Let's see what they do here. Actually, not sure where Gru just went to, but Dudas hanging out on roof. Let's go take a look at our I building. where it looks like we had a large portion of the team, the BWAE team, trying to push in, and they all just went down. Leaves Dudas, unfortunately, by himself on the roof. He's getting pushed here by Lizard and goes down. Look at that, all the way down below the floor, and he still does die. Drew as well, also dying around the corner. The Biz team, just insane shooters. They're very, very good. We've got Metal here doing a little bit of damage onto some of the LAs there, but again, this is what you're expecting. Biz team gonna go straight for that lockdown. That's exactly what what is happening right here. Canadian going down there, but of course the medics are there. They're gonna pick him right back up. Karauti and Zyros, as well as just pretty much the entire Biz team around this corner here. I'm not sure where the rest of the guys are. It looks like Alpha here around the corner, trying to get some crossfire going. Dark Ray, Supa both going down as they attempted to push in, get a little momentum going. Gru and Dudas here hanging around the eye. Looks like Lizard has lost his shield, so it looks like maybe Dudas can do some damage here. Oh, but look down here in the I building where Fraggers has just taken out Sam, but he's getting chased by Karauti, who takes him. And Karauti takes a double there, taking both him and Dudas.
Enemy heavy, spotted. Enemy heavy.
So once again, BWAE stuck on alt spawn, and I don't see them really using too much of main spawn either. It looks like they are now, actually. We got both Supa and Dark Ray here, going straight for main spawn. Dudas just goes down early, and it means that Biz is going to rotate heavy over here. San ready to go on this box. He's flanking in, got Supa. He's got Dark Ray, and the medic down means that anybody else that dies over here is not getting back up. There they go. The LAs, again, that super powerful position up here on that roof. Gru just trying to do some harassment here to let their team actually move in. That's really all they can do, too. Right now, the LAs, all they can really do is try to back those other LAs off, get their team just a little bit of wiggle room. But look at this aggression by the Biz team. Going straight into the eye here, just pushing insanely hard. San doing another push here, goes down, finally. But we do still have plenty of players inside this eye. Alpha actually goes down as well. But of course, Gretchen's here for the res. Gets one, gets the second. And here comes Dudas to try and clean up a little bit. Takes out San and Gretchen. Alpha's still in here, though. That means they're still not going to be able to push into this I building. And to think that you could lose your I building on alt spawn of Paris is pretty crazy until you think that, you know, this is the Biz team. This is literally what they do. This is their bread and butter when it comes to lockdowns. They are unmatched, and their power is just kind of showing there. On the other side over here, we do have Alpha and Lizard. Sand pushing way too hard, but it doesn't matter. He actually does not take the res and goes back, and what that usually means is that he's running so low on ammo that he needs to actually go back and respawn. Believe it or not. Supa here, looking for an angle to potentially have our BWAE guys push in. Canadian goes down as he tries to get back into Hollow. Now there is a bit of momentum here from the BWAE side. It looks like Biz has been backed off a little bit. Lizard getting the pick off of Gru, and Dudas here to try and take one. He does. He actually does take out Lizard, which means Liddy is all alone up here on this roof. But it doesn't matter too much as Gru is not going to be able to get back up here for a little while. There he is, finally reaching the L building, and he's going to head on up. Don't know where Liddy went, actually. She might have dropped down. Oh, there she is. Doing a little bit of damage as Gru fell down, but oh, Gru also going down as he tries to push back into I. Biz, again, they're inside that spawn I. And there it is. The cap goes through for Biz.
End of match.
Very, very fast cap. But, you know, nothing less than what was expected from the Biz team. They are very, very good at this kind of thing. When it comes to spawn locks, when you get spawn locked like that by the Biz team, you know, it's a tough situation. I've been there. The Biz team is the B-Hot, the Hood, whatever team you want to call it. They are a scary one when they are just right up on you as you walk up a stairway. Let's go ahead and take a look at these individual stats here while we're getting ready for our second map. For the kill counts, we've got 244 Biz, 142 BWAE. Honestly, it's again, it's par for the course for the winning side to have about 50 kills ahead per half, so nothing too crazy there. When it comes to individual kill counts, let's see. We've got, I believe, yeah, Sam, top frag of the game, 36, followed very closely by Zyros, however, at 35. Both of them very, very aggressive pushers on that second half. We saw Sam just absolutely right up on the B-Way stairwell almost every time, as well as inside the I building. He really did not let up at all with his pressure. Very, very well known for doing that. Lizard and Liddy also doing it pretty well, 28 and 19 respectively. Quite good, and you know that is exactly what you want to see from your LAs. Their presence is necessary on that roof, and they really held it down quite well. For the medics, Gretchen going 15, Street Scum 11, James 21, and Alpha 23. Pretty good for medic gameplay. Not able to get too many reses off at 80 compared to BWAE's only 77 as well. But of course, it is expected when you have all of your guys up on the front. You're either not going to be right there, or your guys aren't just really going to be going down very often. So pretty good job overall by the Biz team. We're going to see if BWAE can sort of come back and give us a surprise on the second map, which this next map is going to be, let's see, Aiken South. So this is a map that is very, very, what's the word? Symmetrical. It is a super similar map on both sides. It's got an open courtyard, so you can definitely take advantage of this if you have a decent bolter who can actually run out into the middle and just start flipping. This is one where you can see some surprises as well. Both the LAs on both sides are going to be very, very important for this still. So we do want to be seeing the best coming out of both BWAE and Biz. But you know, we'll see who can come out on top when it comes to that LA battle. But again, it's very, very important to have a strong LA play. Let me just start heading on over to Aiken South itself while you're all looking at the B-roll. But you can see there, it is again, it is a very open courtyard. It just has a couple of small pieces of cover there from the little planters, the trees, and in the middle itself. So whoever gets that roof control is going to be very, very strong on this map. Let me also go ahead and get our second prediction going. Give me just a moment. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this onto the in-game screen. I can talk a little bit about how this map flows for any of you not familiar with it. So let's start with the spawns. One side, and it looks like Biz's side, in fact, is going to be on that west side spawn. The other side is the east side, where B-Way is going to be spawning. In terms of how the map works, most of the time, both teams rotate clockwise. So you're going to be seeing the BWAE team going to the left building, rotating into Biz's home. And the same deal with Biz. They're going to be rotating into that right building and then into BWAE's home. Sometimes you do see a team try to be cheeky and they'll go for the opposite flow. So they'll, you know, if BWAE were to do that, they would be going into this building here on the right side. What we usually see from that is whoever goes opposite of the flow tends to die. But you know, sometimes it has worked. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It is a cheeky strategy, and it usually never works. Honestly, whoever goes for the counter rotation. And of course, you can see here that the roofs have a lot of real estate space. We have 4 roofs total, lots of little crevices, lots of space to run around here, get your health back if you need to back up. And you can just see how much sightline you have from these roofs. You know, you see the entire point, obviously, but these balconies also play an incredibly important role in actually getting control of the actual courtyard. So if you have, say, a lot of the times you're going to want two balconies, right, to get sort of a corner free, so you can have a guy up on this spot here, and he's going to be a little bit safer. So let's say, I believe this is Biz. So let's say Biz has both the left and their home balcony. That means, you know, they're safe to put a guy right here. But if they don't have roof control, then the roof can actually still see them, and they're still going to be able to get that pick off the guy on courtyard. He's going to be a little exposed from that balcony there, but of course there's lots of space here where he can just back up and just deal some harassment, and it's entirely doable. So no matter what, you definitely want to make sure you have that roof control. Now the differences in both sides of this map, again, they're very, very small, but it pretty much boils down to this tree right here. This tree gives you just a little bit of cover to come out and actually you know, push out onto point and be a little bit safer. So for the first half, that's going to be Biz with just a very, very tiny advantage there in the ability to actually push onto courtyard. But of course, it's going to rotate over on the second half, and then BWAE is going to have that. But again, super, super small advantage in terms of map layout. Let them know that the cast is ready whenever they are. I think we are waiting on some of the Biz guys to get here at the base. It doesn't look like we're seeing any subs for the BWAE side. Maybe Metal, potentially. I don't actually see him on the scoreboard. Am I looking at the? Yeah, we do have 10 on the script there, so he must have been subbed out for somebody. I don't quite know. All right, well, whatever. We'll probably figure that out in a little bit. It's a little unfortunate. I can't quite remember who was playing in the last match in order to sub out, but maybe it was Eternal. That might be who it was.
Match starts in 50 seconds.
All right, so we're going to get started here on this tick. As for the Biz side, by the way, we do have a couple of subs. It looks like Booba and Leroy and Batty and Frost all swapped in. Gretchen's being swapped out, as well as looks like Alpha. Can't remember the others that must be subbing out, but either way, it's still a very, very powerful lineup. I don't expect anything but the best here from Biz. They're going to be a very tough team to be dealing with here if you are on BWAE side. Again, we're going to be watching the BWAE side. You know what? We'll swap this time, actually. We'll take a look at the Biz side this time.
2 starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
Here we go. So we've got, it looks like Prophecies and Lydia both being LAs. I believe Prophecies might be, I'm not sure who that is. Is that? I'll figure it out afterwards. Don't worry too much about that. We do also have, on the other side, Gru as one of the LAs, and I'm sure Dudas as one of the LAs. He's actually gone down early, though. That's Lizard way over there, so they might be running 3 LAs right now on the Biz side. Potentially only for the opener, but either way, it's still a strong setup. And, oh, look at that. That is Biz clearing out on South. Looks like they might have rotated over all the way from home over there. Let's take a look inside of BWAE home instead. Got Leroy here up on Nest. Doing a little, oh, but he gets taken out by Supa. He's in the Terminus, I believe, outside. Booba here, one of the medics, it looks like. Getting him back up. Ah, it's Frost. That's the third LA. That's who. You know, I already forgot his name. But that is with the third LA there. Now we have BWAE here rotating into South building. Oh, a double here by DF. Gets a body kill and a headshot kill. And now the rest of the team trying to take advantage of that. They're pushing right in. Sand goes down right at the last second, though. And that means BWAE is getting control of this building, but want without Zyros coming in and trying to deal with a few more of them. Hoodie guy down there, that is Booba. He goes down as well with his late push. So BWAE back in control of South Building. Has a little bit of potential to push out from there. See what they want to do here. It looks like home building of BWZZ actually had a lot of BWAE guys, and they've all died already. Sand gone down, though. BWZZ getting rezzed again, actually. I'm sorry, BWAE getting rezzed again. Look at this. 60 hertz, I believe that is, yeah, that is Lizard there with the silenced Punisher, it sounds like.
Show me what you're made of.
Or is that actually a regular Punisher? I can't quite tell. You put a silencer on the Punisher. Now I'm doubting myself. DF here, trying to get the bolts off. I don't think he got a pick there. Doesn't look like it. Leroy here pushing out hard, but he actually gets punished for that one. Zyros also pushing out to try and help out. He couldn't quite get the picks, though. BWAE getting a little bit of recovery here on South Corner. A push up onto top floor, looks like. Ooh, look at this. San hiding behind the little silo. He actually does get the pick there because of that as well. He's going to head right inside. Now look at this flank here by both San and the other LA. That is Lizard as they clean up the entirety of the BWAE push that headed onto point. But one medic comes in and actually does deal quite a lot of damage there. Now Dark Ray getting everybody picked back up. Dudas does go down a second time, but that's an easy pickup again if they want to. But unfortunately, they're already getting pushed a little bit here. They got to hold off for a second. Dudas back up now. 11 minutes left in the match, but only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this cap if BWAE doesn't make a move here on the point. Ooh, another push here by San. Takes out Dark Ray, does a ton of damage on the fraggers. Ghoulbot here goes down as well. San getting a triple there. San does take a lot of damage, but it looks like he took out another player there. Finally goes down. Leroy here to pick up the scuff. Goes back down though. San here getting rezzed, but right into death, honestly. And there is BWAE getting a little bit more control back onto their building. Having a really hard time with their pushes, though. That's really where the brunt of their issues are coming from. So far, BWAE not really able to push too much, but we do see, looks like Dark Ray actually heading right out onto point. He's going to flip that. James actually is also on point, but with Canadian there, that means it's going to flip for a few seconds there. Oh, and James just went down. That's actually going to be neutralized for a moment. DF here jumping onto point as well to get that cap started again. They are really rushing these caps, it looks like. San on bottom home for BWAE. He's going to push it in. Oh, but look at this. Supa up here on top. Canadian also dropping. Looks like he might be going for a push onto Zyros. But Zyros turns around, takes him out. Dudas with a drop down. Might be able to get Booba here. Oh, does get picked instead. DF, oh, I'm sorry, San actually coming out with the commie shot. That's going to be another regroup here for the BWAE team, but instead it's actually going to be the cap. I didn't even look at that. So there it goes. BWZZ with another quick cap. Let's go ahead and take a look at our scores. All right, so in terms of kills, 113 BWZZ, BWAE with 65. Not too terribly bad for the BWZZ side. They're doing pretty good. It should be noted, by the way, I kind of forgot to mention this. BWZZ loves this map. This is one of their favorite maps, at least for a few of them I know. So coming out and really going hard into the aggression on the Aiken South map is something that I think they really wanted to do, and it looks like that really did pay off quite well. By the way, look at the squad comp for the BWAE guys. I didn't even realize this, but mostly all medics, only a couple of LAs and a bolt on top of it. Not even really trying to challenge that heavy power, just going straight for sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Survivability instead, which is probably a smart move. You know, these biz heavies are on a very high level when it comes to their aim. So going for survivability actually does seem like a good idea. Unfortunately, it didn't seem to work out for them in the end, so they might need to change something up on their strategy-wise. For the biz side, we do have San at 22 kills, top frag of the game, and followed closely by Zyros and Leroy at 16 and 15 respectively. And then on the LA game, Liddy only at 5 kills, Lizard at 17, and Frost at 7. DF the Bolt with 9 kills. Overall, everybody's doing a pretty good job right now on the biz team. The BWAE team struggling just a little bit, but it's not too terribly bad. These are some, except for Canadian, he's having a bit of a tough time. But everybody else, not too terribly bad. They can come back and try to refresh a little bit. Maybe they'll swap some heavies back in. We'll see. But overall, they're not doing too terribly bad in terms of KD right now. I think it's more about that team cohesion, really trying to stick together and deal with that biz lockout. It's something that I think anybody who has ever played against the BHOT Hood biz team can tell you. It's a puzzle to crack. We'll leave it at that. But we also see Dudas and Gru, by the way, only 9 and 7 in terms of kills. But you got to remember, this is a larger map, so that's not too unexpected. This is something where they just need to be harassing those 3, and again, that is 3 LAs they have to deal with, more so than just getting the kills straight away, because they just need to make sure those LAs are completely off that roof, or focused on them at least, so that way their team can move around a little bit easier. Okay. Just letting them know that we are ready on the cast side. We're going to go ahead and go back into the main game screen. Again, we'll be looking at the biz side here.
Match starts in 1 minute.
We'll see if anything changes. Sometimes they like to throw out some curveballs here and there when it comes to a halftime. James might have him on a bit of a short leash though these days. He's really kept them in line pretty well a lot of the times when they seem to be struggling. So who knows? Who knows? I hope you guys are having a good time in chat. By the way, I can see you. Bullying / getting bullied by somebody. So keep up the good work, and / or get owned, idiots.
Match starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so we are off. Let's see what happens here. So we still have, looks like 1, 2, 3 medics here on the biz side, and probably 3 LAs too. Let's see. Oh, look at that. You know, I forgot to comment on this. He's using the bounce nades for LA on the Punisher, and look at how much maneuverability he just got. He got all the way to the home building for BWAE in a very short span. Here comes Leroy around on home as well. He's going to go straight up on that second floor. Again, this is the expected rotation. We just saw a couple of BWAE guys kind of waiting it out, though, which I'm wondering what they're going to be doing here. It looks like they're finally, they have their chance. They're going to go ahead and do their push now. This is a bit of an interesting strategy. I did not kind of expect this. Suppa here doing a little bit of damage. So I guess what they did, they waited for BWAE to push past their home, and then they came in through their own windows for like a staggered push, I guess. Interesting. It's very interesting. Doesn't seem to be working out too badly, although it's also not working out poorly. So you know, we'll see if this is actually kind of. It seems like it might have, in fact, of confused the biz team a little bit. Their forces are a little spread apart right now, and I don't really see a ton of the Biz guys, except for in South, which is where they're expected to be anyway. BWAE now back inside of North. Fraggers here trying to go for that point. He does take out DF. Got Booba here on, I believe this is BWAE home. Is he using the blitz there as well? I think he is. Is that a 4x blitz? Okay, well that's a loadout. Cool bot here going down on point. James here to try and re-flip this. Zyro's shooting from across the map there. I'm sure he's getting some damage off. Dudas here inside home. A lot of staggered forces right now. Again, it's hard to keep track of the action because a lot of it's just very staggered and spread out. Ooh, robot going down outside North. Is this, yeah, Supa actually taking a lot of damage as Booba's now going to push out with his mag scatter. He goes down. Oh, and the Resnade's coming out here. Gonna get a couple. Oh, but DF with the body shot takes him out. He's gonna get pushed himself by Ghoulbot, who almost gets him, but he actually takes him out with a knife as well. Looks like Zyros gets the pick off of Gru there. Sand here to try and back him up a little bit, but he goes down instead, actually. BWAE team trying to get regrouped here, but you can see already Canadian has gone down, so has Gru, only trading out with Liddy. Dudas taking a lot of damage here. He's got no shields. He took a little bit of health damage already. He's just trying to just do a little bit distracting right now. Oh, and he does have to deal with Liddy coming around the corner. She gets him.
Like TR.
Oh, wow. The BWAE forces right now are completely just fractured. I'm not really seeing a lot of cohesion here as their pushes are just roaming everywhere. It seems like it's just completely out of the window at this point, unfortunately. Sometimes that can happen. I will say that the Biz team has done a very, very good job at that lockdown strategy without even actually being inside their home building a lot of the time. They're just in places like, there's this one window and a little bit outside on the north side, it looks like. Ooh, wow. Biz getting very aggressive now. Ooh, Ghoulbot going down. He couldn't quite get the pick off there either. Only 30 seconds now until Biz potentially gets this cap. I'm not seeing a good amount of force or momentum by the BWAE team, unfortunately. This may be it here, but they do have just enough time for a potential last hoorah here. Let's see. Where are they? I don't actually see anybody alive anymore. They must have to get regrouped, but if that's the case, then I don't think they can actually come back in time. Let's see what they do. There's just enough of them out here on North, but they gotta make a big push. I don't think it's gonna happen. Sand right there on the door frame takes them.
End of map.
They go
End
down.
of map.
Biz, absolutely unrelenting.
Biz,
Spawn
2 maps
there.
to BWAE 0.
Phenomenal job here by the Biz team, as was expected. Super powerful team with incredibly strong sort of cohesion. Really good job by them. Take a look at our scoreboard here. We got 209 kills by the Biz team, only 109 by the BWAE team, so another, again, 100 up, 50 and 50 per half. Not too crazy, but if we look at our individual scores, look at Sand, 41 kills. He is 10 ahead of Zyros, who is second in terms of kill, and then Zyros is actually, he's also quite a few ahead of Leroy, who's third. So pretty good job here by the Biz heavies. You know, you want kill strength from your heavies when it comes to this format. I don't think you could really bring a stronger set of heavies than a Sand, Zyros, Leroy combination. And then we've got, looks like James at 20 kills as well as the medic. Quite good. The LA is doing a pretty good job as well. 13, 14 for both Liddy and Frost. Lizard coming in at 19 as well. DF at 20 kills the Bolt. Pretty good job overall. I mean, again, kill potential from the Biz team was expected to be pretty high, but their cohesion was also just absolutely on point. They did a phenomenal job there, staying together, really locking down. It's like you were watching just a big 6v6, basically. Because Biz plays, that aggressive play style with the crossfire angles always set up, and then at a certain point, BWAE just could not counter it, and they somewhat fractured a bit at the end, unfortunately. For the BWAE side, we have, looks like Canadian only got 5 kills, but Dudas and Gru, they did decently at 13 and 12. Again, all of their whole job was to make sure that they could sort of keep Liddy, Frost, and Lizard from harassing too much and give their team a little bit more wiggle room. I'd say they actually did a pretty decent job. Those LAs can get a lot more kills there on that map if they have very, very few things to contest with them, and it looked like they were doing a pretty good job at actually keeping them under control at least somewhat. The medics for the BWAE side, pretty much the entire team was medics except for Ghoulbot. Not a lot of killing potential, but the survivability there is important, and they actually got a ton of revives too, massive amount. Let's go ahead and take a look at our interviewee. Grab James and Fraggers. Oh, where's he going? There he is.
Insufficient permissions.
He's Pogstat.
User joined your channel.
All right, there we go. Oh, there he is. So we've got James here for the Biz side. We're gonna have Fraggers here in just a second. As soon as they figure out how to move him, apparently, because I can't move him. He's Pogstat.
Damn. Too weak.
But once they figure that out, we'll have him up here. First of all, though, congratulations, James, on a very, very strong win too against BWAE. That was a really, really it was just a kind of a show of just how strong your team was expected to play, and then how dominant they can be when they can really, really get set up very well. I know you were doing some internals beforehand as well. Tell us a little bit about how you get prepared for some of these matches, and how you try to do. It does seem like you take these very, very seriously, no matter who you're fighting.
User joined your channel.
GG guys, GG James.
GG Fragger, bro.
Now here we are. We got Fraggers here for the BWAE side as well. Go ahead, James.
We don't really come into it with like strats and stuff. It's mostly just like our practice is mostly just making sure everyone's warm and ready to kill, and like there's good comms and stuff. And then other than that, we sort of pick it up as it goes in the match. We work out, like, we have rough ideas of how maybe you should play like a map, although we don't know some of the maps. Like an Aiken, obviously, we're 2 6v6 teams, and Aiken has been like a 6v6 map forever, so it's like a general, like, there's an idea of how to play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it's just what a win.
Yeah, you guys were absolutely down, and I will say for Aiken, despite this being 10v10, you still played that as 6v6 strategy, and it seemed to work out really, really well. You guys were very dominant in terms of just rolling and actually cutting off a lot of BWAE pushes coming in. So that did seem like it worked out pretty well. BWAE, for you guys, specifically on the second map, it seemed like you guys had a strategy going into this for survivability with all those medics. You want to talk a little bit about that and just how you wanted to counter Biz?
I mean, it was more just something I wanted to try before the tournament ended. That's really it. It was just something I wanted to try, Yeah. It. I just wanted to see how it works, see if it worked for the team. Unfortunately, we didn't really have the opportunity to try it previously. It wasn't something that I thought we could have fit in, so I wanted to try it, and this is the match that it happened to be that we tried it in. Can you imagine if you did win, though? You would have changed the meta right there. Everybody would have been rolling with that. Yeah. Well, I will say though, this is a very, very tough team, the Biz team. That is an absolutely powerful lineup, and I think you guys did, considering you were all medics, pretty good. I mean, that's
you know, your survivability did seem fairly strong when it came to some of your holds. I think Paris went a little bit better for you, though, with the more standard squad comp. And going into that one, you know, we all know Paris, very, very important to have those good LAs. You know, going into this, how were your LAs feeling, knowing that we're going to probably have to fight both Liddy and Lizard at the same time?
Both Green Dudes were feeling good. They knew it was gonna be a hard match, and I thought they both played very well.
All right. Well, I think they did as well. I mean, everything that I saw, they were doing, you know, the best they could against those odds. They were still doing pretty well. So, well, you guys did great either way, though. But of course, James, congratulations one more time. We will see you, I'm thinking, on next week. I don't think we have another match for you guys this weekend, right?
I hope not, because I haven't been told about it.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah, next weekend. So we're going to see you guys next weekend then for another match. So that is going to be it for this stream. We're going to have another stream happening, I believe, in 1 hour. It might be on John's channel, might be on this channel. We'll see in just a little bit. But stick around for that. But again, thank you to both teams for coming out, and congratulations one more time to James and the Biz team. We'll go ahead and end it there, and I'll see who's doing the next stream. Bye-bye,
GG
everybody.
James. Have a good one, guys.
GG,
See ya.
dude.